Um. Okay, just make sure on 456 side that the traps on bridges are being popped whilst the wall is still active.
Yep, that was cool as well.
Yeah. And it seemed like bridges went completely fine, so just duplicate what you did last time. Maybe. Who am I missing?
I will do again today. Go with rookie for the second half of the raid for trapping, just to make it faster.
Yeah.
Mm.
So we can actually trap both sides at the same time.
Wait, we do not have a fizz range actually. Not really important until after boss 3, I guess.
Just Shotty, mine, and Coral's party left. We've got plenty of time spare.
Just to make sure, Kara is Berserker or Geomancer on my party?
Coral is Berserker.
Okay.
I'm missing my 2 healers.
Yeah, go ahead and ping him. Well, one of them's Peppy.
Yeah.
Actually,
no, never mind. Not
Easy.
my 2 healers. Who am I missing? Wait, let me check.
I've literally been walking around Gridania forgetting to join PF. Just
I'm
chilling.
missing a tank actually, not a healer.
Yeah, just send out the pings now, please.
Oh, you're here? Okay. Okay, party too soon. DM, we're full. Okay, we're full.
Get full pretty early, just mine and Coral's party. Surely I fill before Coral's party. To be honest, the sooner we get full, the better, because we can start getting before the other alliances.
Well, I just filled, so I don't.
There's no other party not full then. If people can start funneling their teams to voice chat, please. My last one's on the way. So we will start queuing early. If you have streams up, take them down now, please, just in case there are any prying eyes. And then you can obviously start streaming again once you're inside. There you go. If anybody is confused, oh wait, have you posted it yet? Have you made it live? Go.
I can I make it live?
I get there. I want to get going now. Sleeping on Discord.
I will do. Not throwing his game. Games.
Citri, can you hear us?
He's deafened.
Nobody else go AFK at this point.
Back here. We're
They're
ready.
ready? Okay, so we're going to go ahead and queue at 8 Eorzea time. Get ready. Queue. Think I'm-
Time and 6.
Yeah, same.
What's that?
Anyone else? Anyone else taking time? Parties 1 and 6 are delayed.
4's taking time.
Pop.
A lot of time.
Mine
for
hasn't
suit,
yet. Yeah, God, it's taken a long time. There we go. All right, party leads left. Let's see where we're at.
Party 5 did not get into your guys' thing.
Party 2 most likely as well.
Okay. Yeah, we just
One
opened an
sec.
instance.
Okay, so 3 of us are here. Sisney,
4 of
Gale,
us.
and 4 of us.
Yeah,
Party
Where's the
2
party lead?
is alone in any fresh
Okay.
instance, only 8 people.
Yeah, we're also in a fresh instance as well. I would
Wait,
recommend
people
you
are
guys
joining?
You guys should probably try joining ours? Question mark.
Yep, because we are 4 parties, and that's only us.
Okay,
Okay.
so Sisney,
Party
Drift,
2 out.
Sisney, Drift, Gale, and myself parties stay. Try maybe queuing at the same time or spam queuing. I'm not too sure what the best.
I'm spam queuing.
So it's Shardy and who else is
You.
outside?
No, same thing. Party 2 out.
It's unfortunate we both opened fresh instances.
Yeah,
It's
but
probably-
if they leave, that's gonna just close the instance. Nobody will be there.
Yeah, but he said people were joining those. It's fine, just spam queue. So whilst okay, so first thanks for everybody getting here a bit early and being in voice chat a bit early. If you've not cleared the Forked Tower, we're going to ask that you don't go and dick around in CEs and Fates unless you need to get to level 20. We would very much like for you to stay for the VOD review that's going to be happening shortly. And once the other teams get inside, we will start going over some other things as well. Yosai, how was the concert?
They were all good. Tomorrow I got
Yeah.
another one, so you know.
Hope you enjoyed it so much.
Yeah, Wrath, we
We
keep
keep
getting put into
getting the
the
same.
the other
Yeah,
names
okay.
with like 12 people.
So, okay then. Disregard what I said. Go do that fate and go do the CEs until our instance opens. Charge. Somebody go pop the shark as well, please.
We're down there trying.
It's opened before like this, Misa. Whenever we've started to be active inside. Especially after
mean,
the CEs, yeah.
I mean, it might actually be better for you all to leave and join this one, because this is the one people are getting put into now.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
how
then
many
they
spaces
are
do
going
you
to
have?
leave and
Yeah.
they're going to keep joining
I mean,
theirs.
Well, no, it'll close the instance. How many people are in your instance?
22.
24? 24 now?
Okay, so do you want us to try leaving and joining yours then?
Maybe
I
it's
think
just in one party.
Yeah, I think that's the better part.
Okay, Drift Party, go and try and join Coral's Party. Drift's Party only, go try and join Coral's Party.
People are
Oh.
joining right now. Oh, that might not be the case anymore. We can't do this.
Yeah, no, we can. There's 63 people now.
Okay,
A whole fucking other raid just joined.
Yeah.
of course.
Of course,
Okay,
the timing impeccable.
well then, okay, you three leave and all try queuing at the same time. There won't be enough space for you all in that instance, so...
Okay, so
I will join back to.
Do we just spam or do we just do?
no, we try to queue together. Shardy and who else is outside right now?
I just got back to the main.
Yeah.
Put it back in.
So ours is still open then.
Yep.
Shardy, let's queue and are you ready to queue, Shardy?
Yeah.
Like queue in 3, 2, 1, queue. See if we get put into a different one. One of us at least.
Yep. There's
Yep,
Cora.
there's one of you, yeah. So we just need Shotty now.
And that also means that this instance is definitely for us.
No.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah, because nobody else can get their full teams in here now.
Yeah, and I think Chaos Hour is filling the other instance that we had there.
Yeah.
So there should not be much space in that instance soon either.
No, same instance.
How many people are in the instant, Shotty?
We just back out.
Yeah,
it's
I know, but like maybe
50, 60.
Yeah, but maybe it's worth lingering until it's 66. That's worked multiple times before.
Like, should we wait until it fills out and then
Yeah.
back out?
Yeah, so
again?
one
of you should, like you specifically, should stay.
Elon
As in, like,
been
me, the
saying-
only person in?
Yes, you be the only person in your party that stays, and the moment it
Okay.
gets to 66 players, you leave, because when you leave, it'll be
no, they're in here.
65.
They're in here already. Never
Yep.
mind that,
Good,
Wrath.
good.
That's a
Oh,
bad
I
Oh,
see.
mistake.
lovely.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so, I mean, this CE is about to start, so feel free to do it. After this CE, anybody who has not cleared the content, please don't go and do CE's fates, because we're going to VOD review the last boss. There's a couple other things that I wanted to say as well. We're going to continue doing the secret rooms so people can get their Sanguinite, but we are going to reduce the amount of explanations we have before each boss now. Yeah, obviously, if you're not level 90, if you're not level 20, you need to do the Cs. So that said, if you do have any questions about any of the bosses, you need to ask it before we enter, please, because you may not have an opportunity to ask it or get a thorough explanation when we enter the tower. So just please keep that in mind. Anybody want to be my personal healer? I don't have a healer.
Where are you?
Jumping.
I'm trying to target you.
I'm going to stand in front of the boss.
Okay, yeah, I got you.
No, I ain't dying, ICU. I've got protection. Oh yes, check your cipher count as well. Peppy, while we're doing this, do you want to get the VOD that you're going to go over prepped?
If you're bored, I can do
One
that as well.
second. 1 second.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sharji, can you do it? Because I have to like AFK for a bit right now. That's why.
That's fine. Oh, it's tragic.
Hmm?
Ruined my 2 minutes because I backdashed the wrong way.
I will not be starting until everyone's done with the C.
Yeah.
Look, what I'm hitting you.
Yeah, thank you. More than I ever would.
Fighting words.
She's never going to give me a potion again. Okay, C's done. Remember, if you've not cleared, please pay attention to everything that's about to be discussed. And we can briefly go over the third boss as well, but most of the time will be spent on fourth boss. So when you've got at least 20 odd people ready to go, Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Are people done? Okay, how many
Yeah,
people
he's
are in?
done. It's just when you get enough people in the.
First of all, can you see my mouse? You can, I think. Can people see my mouse?
Yes, we
Yes.
can. We can.
Okay. Okay, gonna give it like 1 more minute and
Be at least 25 of you watching.
if the stream is lagging, let me know so I can actually like lower the quality or refresh it. Okay, gonna be starting. So the boss only has like 2 major mechanics. As long as you play safe and you don't get like a bazillion doomstack thingies, you can even like go deathless. It starts with a raid wide, so you can like prim it. In this POV, we're watching Peppy. He's on group 6 for that particular POV. It starts with an AoE. And then after that, it's gonna pick a random weapon. What it can pick is either axe, which glows yellow, or lance, which glows blue. If it's axe, then it targets the 2 closest tanks or people in the square, and it auto-attacks them 3 times. If it's lance, it will auto-attack the 2 people like furthest away in the square. So the party is kind of like in between. Try to be in between.
Hitbox.
Touch the hitbox, yeah, stay on the hitbox. After that, it's gonna cast Assassin's Dagger. This is the mechanic that essentially like gives people the most doom stacks. If you pay attention and you pretty much play safe, you can pretty much do the whole fight deathless. It's what gets most people. Now there's 2 patterns. It can either start like this, like it will shoot through the middle of the squares, or it can go like between the squares, like here on the raid plan, you can see the 2 patterns. One is the yellow one and the other one is the blue one. Regardless of which pattern it starts, we always go to the left of the dagger on the waymarks. Now, because it starts between the squares, we will call letters. And we start on A, because it's on the left. It's very important that you are on the waymark. I've seen people stand way too close, and the closer you are, like if you're standing here, you will get hit. You need to be here. So for the first 3 iterations of daggers, we are going to be standing on A. By 3 daggers, I mean they go out and then they come back in. That's 1 dagger. So for the first 3 daggers, we are standing on A. 1. This is 1 dagger, by the way. 1 and come back. Second dagger. And at the start of the 3rd dagger, it will start casting either critical axe blow or critical lance blow. Axe blow is out and in the square, and lance blow is out of the squares and inside the boss, kind of. Not very inside though, don't like go under the boss. So on the 3rd dagger, when it's coming back, you go outside, kind of on the south of your square, while still being in the square. So people go out, and when it casts axe blow, you go back and you stand on D. For every iteration of Assassin's Dagger, you either start on A or on 1, and then you end up on D. And after a while, it will do the opposite. It started with Axe Blow, so after that it's gonna do Lance Blow, and vice versa. So when it does Lance Blow, you need to be outside of the squares and in the hitbox of the boss. Just be patient and watch the daggers. If the daggers are covering a part of the arena for the AoE to dodge, you need to dodge into them after they come back. After that, it's gonna cast Fork Fury. Fork Fury is a tank buster on the one closest person and one furthest. These are tank busters, and then it does 2 auto attacks again on the same weapon that it was glowing earlier, the 2 closest. Immediately after Forked Fury, it will spawn canisters outside the arena. They are colored blue and yellow. There's a purple one as well, but we don't care about that one. That's Berserker responsibility. And you want to kill the one the same color of the weapon that was glowing. In this case, we had yellow weapon, so you need to kill the yellow canister. Now, when it dies, it will do like 2 to 3 million damage on the 2 closest people on the canister. So if you're a melee, do not be under the canister. The 2 tanks need to be under it and invuln or pledge. It's gonna do another AoE after that. And then it will do Sage Staffs. Sage Staffs are essentially like 3 staffs that spawn on parts of the arena and will do a beam to the closest person. Now, each party is responsible for their square and opposite of their square. There cannot be like 2 Sage Staffs, like one on your square and one opposite of you. Now, in this particular POV, you can kind of see the staff here. On Pepe's POV, it's opposite of them. And it's gonna combine this with either a critical axe blow or a critical lance blow. So first, you need to dodge the axe blow. So you go out, pop sprint, and go to your staff. Now, here's the catch though. Like, those staffs do not give a magical vuln. You can technically like be under the boss, get hit by 2, and you will not die, but you might drop very low. So try to only get hit by 1.
Starve, did you mention how they're baited?
Moving game, by the way.
Yeah, moving game. Yeah, they're baited to the closest person to them, one random person. So like you can see the tank here like being in the middle. They do not die, but they take a lot of damage. Oh, it was a machinist, never mind. Okay. And then it repeats, but it will do the opposite cast. Since it started with Axe Blow, it will do Lance Blow into Sage Staff again. Now, if your first Sage Staff spawned on your square, then the second Sage Staff is going to be opposite of your square. And vice versa. Like if it starts on the opposite, then the next one is going to be on your square. So it will do Lance Blow, you wait, and then you go back to your stuff. After this, it immediately follows up with an AoE, so if there's one part where you mitigate, it's that one. After that, it's gonna pick another weapon. I think the second weapon is always axe. Like the first weapon is random, the second one is axe, and then the third one is lance, if I remember correctly. So once again, it picked axe. The 2 closest people in the square get 3 auto attacks.
And remember, it's alliances 1, 2, and 3. Both tanks in each of those alliances take the close.
Yeah,
and
we are
4,
doing
5, 6, 2, or
1, 2, and 3 alliance are the close tanks, and 4, 5, and 6 are the ones at the back. Now, for safe measure, if it's close auto attacks, the tanks on 4, 5, and 6 step up to be between the party and the tanks of that are supposed to be in the front, for safe measure. Now,
also,
immediately after
for
that,
anybody who doesn't know, these auto attacks do hurt. You don't want to kitchen sink them because you want to save mits for some of the later ones, but you do want to mit them, so just keep that in mind.
I wanted to mention this.
Yeah, if you go midless, you will drop to like 10-20% with 1 auto attack. Do not go midless. It's scary. Now, it will do Rune Axe. This is essentially the first mechanic, big mechanic of the fight. It has some personal responsibility. And it's very important that when it's casting, you need to be inside your square, because it will give debuffs based on people standing on like each assigned square. When the cast finishes, it will give people a set of debuffs. Now, in this particular scenario, we only see like one person getting a debuff, which is like a small circle with 12 seconds. There's a really cool cheat sheet somewhere. Where do we have it? I don't know. I think it's in info. Those are the debuffs that you can get. You can get either a big circle that has like 10-second duration, 3 small circles that have like 13 seconds duration or 12. And then there is another set which is the same duration for the big one and the small ones. But here's the thing, like the first set is like 3 small circles and 1 big, and then the second set is like 1 big and 2 small. So what happens here is one person will get a really big AoE on them. You can see them here. That person needs to go either on any of those like purple circles outside of the arena and be really far back. You do not want this AoE like to intertwine with any of the squares. You want it to only be touching the inside of the arena, like here. Because when it explodes, it activates every single part of the arena that it's intertwined with. Now, at the same time, or like a few seconds after, you'll get 3 people with small circles. And you want these squares, these circles, to only be inside of the square. You do not want them to be touching the outside of the arena. The party is waiting on the edge of the square while still being inside it. And after the deformation goes off, it triggers the entire arena. So you see the entire arena glow yellow? That's when the whole alliance, except the people that have the small circles, move in between. Now during that, the boss will cast Critical Lance Blow. But before that, the AoEs from the small circles will trigger. And these will trigger the whole square to explode. But the middle part is safe. So you stay here, these people explode. Now those 3 people need to collapse back to the party in between. You wait for the lance blow. And during that moment, you have 2 small circles again and 1 big. The big, same fashion, you go outside. While the 2 small circles need to go 1 northwest and 1 northeast, while the party goes south. The south square is safe. The small circle triggers the northwest one, the other one triggers the northeast one, and the outside one triggers the other part of the arena. And that's the whole mechanic. Now, sorry for going back. What's very important is during that part where people are dodging in, you need to wait for the lance blow. Don't prematurely move into the squares, because you will get a doomstack or die. Also, the people that have the AoE on them, wait for the AoE to go off and then go in. Don't let your AoE touch the inner part of the arena. After that, it will just do another Forked Fury Tank Buster, followed by another set of canisters. Every time it does Forked Fury and the 2 auto attacks, it will follow up with another canister. Wait, moving game a bit so you don't get kicked. No.
Also, sorry, if you're lost with the small circles, never go south. It's better just to kill yourself rather than...
Yeah.
Yes, do this.
So after you kill the canisters, it does another AoE, followed by another... Oh, wait, I went too far forward. Followed by another Assassin Dagger. Now we are seeing the other pattern. This pattern starts between the squares. Similar fashion, you go to the left of it. In this particular scenario, we will call numbers. Same fashion, you wait for 3 iterations of daggers. That's 1 dagger. That's the second dagger. Third dagger, you see it's casting Lance Blow. You wait for the dagger to come back, and then you dodge the Lance Blow. Then you go back to Delta. and out, because it's doing the like the opposite. It started with lance blow, now it's axe. This is the mechanic that gets more people, because like throughout the fight it like keeps giving people doomstack, and eventually they might die. After that, it's gonna do another AOE. And is it gonna pick another weapon? Yeah, it's picking it is picking another weapon. In this scenario, it's the lance. It's gonna attack the two people furthest away with 3 auto attacks. That's the tanks on 4, 5, and 6 that are taking the autos. And after the auto attacks, it will do pretty much the final mechanic of the fight, which is Holy Lance. Now, what Holy Lance does, it will place 12 lances starting from north, clockwise. And they will trigger in similar fashion. So what those lances do is they will explode and they will trigger the part of the arena that they're on. And it also immediately starts with a lance blow. So it places it starts putting the lances, and then it will do a lance blow. Now, it's very important at the start of the mechanic when it's casting Holy Lance, same as Runax, to be inside your square. Because what it will do, it will give this debuff on 3 people on the square. That debuff is literally just a stack. It's just a stack. It literally does nothing. But if you're outside of the square, you will get the 4th stack. And we don't want that happening. So the lances start spawning. And you dodge the lance blow. Then you go back to the square. Your assigned square. Now, each part of each alliance has a different way of dodging. But how you want to deal with this is you keep dancing between the lances. Now, in this scenario, Perpy's Party 6 is northeast. So the first lance will just hit all of the outside arena. Everybody's on their square. But the second, the third, and the 4th lance will activate an AoE on the Peppy square. So they dodge the lance blow. They wait for the first lance to go off. You see the arena is glowing blue. And then they need to take their AoE, their stack, outside. It's a bit late here, so people get a doom stack. You'll see people get here a doom stack and die. But you want to take the AoE outside because you see that... Wait, I'm going to go a bit further back. You will see that the square is going to trigger from the second lance. It triggered once. And these people got the doom stack because of it. Now, you do not die. You just take extra damage and 1 vuln stack. It's not like a magic vuln and you die. What you can't die, though, it's very important that your stack, when you're supposed to take it in your square, to take it exactly in the middle of your square. You don't want your stack to be touching the outside of the arena when you're supposed to take it like in the middle.
I'm sorry, I just need to stop you for a sec because the tower's going to spawn soon. We've got one person lingering on the platform. They're not responding to me. I don't know if anybody knows if this person's a known sniper, and then supposedly there's somebody in instance that is also a known sniper. I am looking at individuals in the lineup who we could possibly ask to step out if we get additional ciphers put in. There's not really many people that we can actually spare. Do you think we should try that?
I don't mind stepping out if someone else can just do that.
Yeah, but off tank berserker, right? Like unless somebody
we have a melee in 6 who is ready to step out if needed. Who has already cleared.
Yeah. And then I see 2 other names of people who aren't doing anything specific that if it gets really bad, I may have to ask those 2 individuals to step out. And I don't want to say it now to put anybody off. But that might be the only contingency that we have. No, we like things, healers and tanks I really, really don't want stepping out. I see. It's really, I'm looking at melees and DPS that don't have any actions.
The tower should spawn in the next 10 minutes, so...
Yeah, so if you want to finish
The
your
next 5
explanation,
minutes, I would say.
if you want to finish your
So-
explanation.
Yeah, so here is the cheat sheet. It's pretty much explains the whole like rotation. Like first it does the lance blow. The first lance goes off. Then group 3 and 6 go out with their first stack. They need to count 3 inner explosions on their square because there's 3 lances. So 1, 2, 3. Then they move in. Because the 1, 2, 3, the 5th lance is going to explode and hit the whole arena again. After that 5th lance goes off, party 2 and 5 need to go out because their 3 lances on their square will trigger, like so. They count 3 explosions, then they go back in. Now the 9th lance will explode, which will hit the whole arena. And now Alliance group 1 and 4 need to go out. They wait for their 3 explosions, and at the end of it, the boss will cast an axe blow, which you need to dodge. For me personally, I found counting the blue explosions as an indication of if a lance went off to be much easier. Now, the most important part is for your stack to be only touching either, like when you're supposed to take it in your square, to only be in your square. You don't want it to be touching the edge, because if it's touching the edge, is the same fashion as Runax, it will like also cleave the outside of the arena. And at the same time, there's another alliance outside, and it will be a double stack, which is Magic Volnap, and 2 and 5 will die in that instance. So stack, very important, in the middle of your square if you're supposed to take it in the square. I'm gonna let it play the entire way so people can get the POV. 2 is out, then 2 and 5 go in, 1 and 4 go out, and then it does an axe blow. Now, by that point, if most alliances and people are alive, it's essentially clear. It will do an AoE. Followed by Forked Fury. This is a tank buster on the closest and the furthest. Followed by the 2 auto attacks on the 2 furthest people, because lance. 1 and 2. Similar fashion, after every Forked Fury, there's another canister, the 3rd canister of the fight. It goes glowing blue, so you kill the blue canister. And after you kill the blue canister, it will do another set of assassin daggers. Yeah, don't take the C. Stay out of the C. Now in this POV, it's gonna die pretty soon, but you will see that immediately after the AoE, will do another set of assassin daggers. And that's about it. So play safe on Assassin Daggers. You can always follow another person if you find yourself lost. Play safe, especially on Runax and Holy Lands, and everything should be fine. Any questions, by the way? Also, if you want some more specific questions regarding your specific party, by the way, the weather just spawned.
All right, everybody put in
You
your
can
cipher.
always ask in the thread or in your party chat for more like specific group questions.
Once you have put the cipher.
Thanks for doing the explanations, Shotty. Let's just work on tower now. So once you put in a cipher, please go to the center of the glyph, please. Party leads stay out and just keep an eye on if there is anybody trying to yoink a spot. Your guys' glams are hideous. Is this Shizuru?
No, not in a party. Not in a party. We have only 40 ciphers. Missing 8.
The sniper definitely put in their cipher. Just there.
Yeah, I'm talking to him now. Okay, yeah, it's very important that everybody puts in their ciphers, please, because if you don't, it makes it harder for us to tell if somebody's snuck in and put in their own cipher, and also if somebody has put in their own cipher and you haven't, you are guaranteed to not get into the SAP tower.
$48, but we know there is one extra.
Okay, they seem to have left. God, I feel really bad asking people to leave. Yeah, thanks, Monsieur. Keep me posted.
Did the random guy left the instance or not?
No, they just run away.
So
they
what's
see,
There's still another person on the platform.
Who?
Right?
So we're still missing one cipher.
Aren't we still missing one? Is Emu with us?
Hold on.
Yeah,
Emu's with us. Yeah. That's
Okay, okay.
I'm already really embarrassed about that. Let's move on.
Webby.
Sorry, Emu.
Not really your fault when the name doesn't match their Discord.
There's a guy.
Where?
And he just left. And he's coming back now. Okay,
Nah,
he's
he's
returning.
Okay. Alright. Keep in mind, if somebody rocks up and puts in a cipher very last second, I think there's one person here who hasn't put in a cipher. You will not get in. Not every time we're in, but we've had it happen, I think, 3 times to us now.
Wait, do we have anyone on the platform that's like potentially sniping us now? I
Not at the
back.
moment, no, I don't think so.
Okay.
Now, if they're still in the instance, there is a chance that you might like not get the buff that says, "Oh, you're going in." But as long as they left the platform, you will get in. I don't see any randoms.
Yeah, me neither. The gorilla's coming back, and he's putting a cipher.
Where?
I'm jumping next to him.
Yeah, the Nagafusa Toro guy, he just put in a cipher.
So make sure I've put one. If you didn't.
You probably went back to buy one.
Yeah.
Okay, well, somebody definitely hasn't put in a cipher because 2 randoms have, so that individual.
Oh, only WAF talk to him, please, everyone.
So we have one sniper, right?
No, Balthazar, please do not.
It's fine. Just stop. He's putting in multiple, I think. Yeah, that's why we don't say things like that to people. Yep, he got in.
No shot. Wait, we might have an issue. Lost
Ping, leave the area. Ping, leave the area. Okay, good.
Wait. Okay.
We just sent a clearer.
Yeah.
To make sure that we have healers.
Our zombie doesn't have the buff. Smile.
Yeah, but we've got one person who's exited now, so he should go in.
Surely.
Actual fucking bozo, bro.
I'm in.
Nice.
Are you in Loser?
Okay.
Inshallah.
Alright, so, okay. One,
who
do
did
not
we
speak
lose?
to this. One, do not speak.
I said the DPS was cleared outside of the area.
Let me speak, please. Okay, 1, do not speak to this guy anymore. 2, yes, it was a random DPS that went out. That doesn't have any actions. 3, Let's make sure comms stay clear going forward from this point on, please. All right, check your phantom jobs. Check your main jobs. Party leads can move forwards. Make sure we buff at the crystal, and make sure we put up our waymark. No interactions with that guy. No jumping on his corpse if he dies. Nothing.
Chemist to me, near the crystal, please.
I will be up, Lozzy, to mark me after.
Oh, mark you up there. Mark
I'm
me as
paying
well, please.
special thank you to you.
What's the name of the guy?
I don't know.
It start with an N.
Do we have any more chemists? I have only
No.
four next to me.
Naga fortsätt
All
bara.
chemists- Can all
I'm
chemists
up,
go to
Lozzy. I am up,
All-
Lozzy. You can mark me
all
from there.
chemists go to Lizzie, please.
Okay, I'm only missing Cisne. Okay, let's go.
Okay, send your ready checks, please.
One second, I still didn't set up my wire marks.
That's fine.
Okay, 6 is ready.
1, 4, 6.
3 ready.
1, 3,
Five
4,
ready.
6. 5, just 2.
Yeah, 2 is setting up waiting marks, and we're ready.
The Alliance
Please
can come
ready.
over now. Alliance, head over. Okay, Tank Shrum, Knight Shrum 1, 2, and 3 stances on, please. Okay, we are going to go at 27:45. As far as everybody is concerned, that tank is not there. We just go as normal. 5 seconds. Listen to Coral or Peppy. I don't know who's doing call up.
Raid white.
Corvus.
Gonna have a raid white. Next mechanic, we're moving across to the other side, and we're going away from the boss. Away from the boss. It's gonna repeat the mechanic. Going across, and this time it's a knockback. Knockback. Stay close to the boss.
After this, the 3 Knights provoke, please, just so he doesn't get a tank buster and use it on us.
Stack the tank busters top left, please. Use your personal invuln if you have it. Next up, party 4, 5, and 6 will go across. We're gonna stay away from the boss before taking the towers. For the parties 4, 5, and 6 across, stay away from the boss. Take your towers now. We're gonna have a rotate.